Welcome to today's exploration into the complexities of relationships and how Stoic philosophy can guide us to more fulfilling interactions. Have you ever felt like you're trying to solve a puzzle with pieces that just don't seem to fit? This often happens in our relationships when we sacrifice too much, compromise our happiness, and lose sight of our own individuality. It's easy to fall into the trap of reshaping ourselves for others, getting lost in obsession, or allowing our mental peace to be disturbed by external influences. Think of life as a delicate balance, like walking a tightrope between maintaining your sense of self and nurturing the connections that matter. When we let others dictate our actions and emotions, it's like giving away the reins to our own life journey. This not only weakens our core, but also distances us from our true potential. It's crucial to stand firm, not allowing the fear of loneliness to control us, or letting the past define who we are. In this video, we'll delve into the 9 things men should avoid doing in relationships with women, inspired by the enduring wisdom of Stoicism. These insights will empower you to reclaim control, prioritize your happiness, and become the protagonist in your own story. By understanding these pitfalls, you can forge healthier, more authentic relationships, free from unnecessary drama and heartache. So, stick around as we uncover these life-changing principles. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more enlightening content and share your thoughts in the comments below. Which of these relationship challenges resonates most with you? Let's dive in and discover how to navigate the intricate dance of human connections with grace and strength. Number 1. Don't reveal everything about your past, especially the tough times. Why do we feel compelled to lay bare our entire history, especially the parts that are painful or embarrassing? In relationships, revealing too much about our past can be a double-edged sword. While transparency can foster intimacy, it can also lead to misunderstandings and unintended consequences. Imagine presenting your past as an open book to someone who lacks the context or empathy to fully grasp its significance. They may only see fragments pieced together with their own biases and judge you based on an incomplete narrative. This superficial understanding can lead to negative perceptions and unfair judgments that don't reflect who you are today. As the philosopher Seneca once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Maintaining control over what you share about your past is crucial for preserving your personal dignity and autonomy. If you reveal every detail of your struggles, you risk not only being misunderstood but also having sensitive information exposed beyond your control. This could potentially lead to gossip or judgments that affect your relationships and reputation. Guard your past as you would a delicate secret. Be strategic about what you choose to disclose, ensuring that it serves to build understanding rather than create unnecessary vulnerability. By doing so, you protect yourself from being judged unfairly and preserve the integrity of your current relationship. Remember, the goal is not to hide who you are, but to manage how your history is integrated into your present life. Keep control over your narrative to maintain respect and authenticity in your interactions. Number 2. Don't ruin your life by being too obsessed with someone. Have you ever wondered how a once vibrant flame can become extinguished by the weight of its own obsession? Imagine a man named Tom who used to be a dynamic individual, driven by his passions and pursuits. But once Tom became infatuated with Jane, he found his life narrowing to the orbit of her existence. Every conversation, every decision revolved around her needs and desires, leaving little room for his own dreams. This dynamic mirrors a crucial lesson from Stoic philosophy: the danger of allowing ourselves to be consumed by external factors. As Epictetus wisely observed, it's not what happens to you, how you react to it that matters. When Tom allowed his life to be dominated by his fixation on Jane, he neglected his own growth and well-being. His work suffered, his friendships faded, and his sense of self-worth diminished. Tom's life became an echo of Jane's, rather than a symphony of his own making. To avoid falling into this trap, it's essential to remember that your life's value doesn't depend on someone else's approval or presence. Instead, focus on nurturing your own passions and ambitions. Maintain boundaries that protect your personal growth and well-being. Engage in activities that bring you joy and allow you to thrive independently. Cultivate a sense of self that remains resilient, regardless of external circumstance. By doing so, you not only safeguard your own happiness, but also enhance the quality of your relationships. A balanced approach ensures that you remain a strong, independent individual, capable of enriching both your life and the lives of those around you. Remember, you are the protagonist of your own story. Don't let anyone else dictate your narrative. Number 3. Don't let anything harm your mental health or happiness. How often do we let the turbulence of a relationship shake the foundations of our inner peace? As Seneca wisely noted, the greatest wealth is to live content with little. In the whirlwind of emotional entanglements, it's easy to lose sight of this profound truth. Consider the scenario where a man constantly alters his plans and priorities to appease his partner's whims. At first, these adjustments seem like minor sacrifices for the sake of harmony. However, over time, they accumulate, transforming into a slow erosion of one's mental well-being. This subtle, insidious shift can lead to a life dominated by anxiety, self-doubt, and diminished self-worth. As if a storm is continually battering your once stable shores. In such situations, remember that maintaining your mental health is not an act of selfishness, but a necessity for a balanced life. As Epictetus advised, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When your happiness is jeopardized by the demands or actions of another, it's crucial to reassess and reclaim your emotional equilibrium. Practical steps to safeguard your mental health include setting clear boundaries, prioritizing self-care, and seeking support when needed. It's essential to recognize that your happiness should never be sacrificed on the altar of another's expectations. Maintain your sense of self and ensure that your well-being remains uncompromised. By embracing these principles, you not only preserve your mental health, but also build stronger, more resilient relationships. In doing so, you reaffirm your value and maintain the clarity and purpose necessary for a fulfilling life. Number 4. Don't push friends or family away for someone else. What happens when the scales of affection tip so far that you risk losing the very support system that has always anchored you? As the Roman philosopher Seneca once reflected, it is not that we spend 5 days at work, but that most of our time is spent in work. Similarly, it's not merely about spending time with a partner, but how the balance of relationships shapes our life's foundation. Imagine a scenario where a man, captivated by a new romantic relationship, begins to withdraw from his longtime friends and family. Initially, these changes might seem like a natural consequence of falling in love. Yet, as the weeks turn into months, the withdrawal becomes more pronounced, leading to strained connections with those who have been part of his life for years. This shift often results in a painful realization. The once tight bonds with friends and family are now frayed or broken, leaving him isolated when the relationship inevitably faces challenges. As Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, he who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. This harmony is disrupted when we prioritize one relationship at the expense of others, creating a lopsided existence where we jeopardize our broader support network. The lesson is clear. Do not allow a single relationship to eclipse the connections that have provided stability and joy throughout your life. To avoid this pitfall, maintain a balanced approach. Make time for friends and family, even as you invest in your romantic relationship. Communicate openly, set boundaries, and ensure that your actions reflect a commitment to preserving the important relationships that contribute to your overall well-being. By doing so, you uphold the integrity of your support system, ensuring that it remains a reliable source of strength and happiness amidst life's fluctuation. Number 5. Don't invest too much time in them. Have you ever found yourself endlessly investing time into something or someone, only to realize that the more you give, the less you receive in return? This imbalance is reminiscent of pouring water into a leaky bucket. No matter how much you fill it, the bucket never truly fills up. Seneca once remarked, "We do not have a short time to live. We waste much of it." This statement serves as a powerful reminder of how precious and finite our time is. When you invest too much of it into someone else, you're not just losing hours, you're sacrificing moments that could have been spent on your own growth, passions, and relationships that truly enrich your life. Think of your time as a bank account. Each minute spent on another's endless needs is a withdrawal from your own account, diminishing the balance available for your personal goals and well-being. It's crucial to strike a balance and allocate your time wisely. Engage in activities that spark joy, foster personal development, and build meaningful connection. To maintain this balance, set clear boundaries and remember that your time is a valuable asset. Make conscious decisions about where and how you spend it, ensuring that you don't sacrifice your own needs and aspirations for the sake of someone else's demands. By doing so, you safeguard your personal happiness and keep your life enriched and fulfilling. Number 6. Don't reshape your life to fit others. How often do we find ourselves molding into shapes that don't fit just to please someone else? The Roman philosopher Seneca once said, "Everywhere is nowhere when a person lives everywhere in the world." This quote perfectly encapsulates the struggle of living a life dictated by others' expectations, a life that ultimately leads nowhere. Imagine a man named David sitting in a bustling cafe, meeting his partner, Emma. She has a vision of a life together that involves a complete overhaul of his habits, interests, and even his friends. David starts attending events he has no interest in, adopting hobbies that don't resonate with him, and slowly he becomes a mere shadow of himself. He spends his Sundays at an art gallery, sipping tea instead of playing basketball with his friends, something he truly loves. His laughter fades, replaced by a constant sense of discontentment. The transformation is so gradual that he doesn't even realize he's lost himself until he's standing in front of a mirror, wondering who he's become. This scenario isn't unique. Many find themselves on this path, reshaping their lives to fit the contours of someone else's desires, only to wake up one day feeling lost and unfulfilled. In Stoic philosophy, Marcus Aurelius teaches us that the happiness of our life depends upon the quality of our thoughts. When we allow others to dictate our actions and suppress our true selves, we sacrifice our own happiness and integrity. The Stoics believed in living according to nature, which means aligning with your true self and not bending to fit the molds others create for you. To break free from this cycle, start by recognizing the importance of self-awareness and authenticity. Embrace your unique qualities and passions as your guiding stars. Ask yourself, what do I truly value? Identify the things that genuinely bring you joy and make a conscious effort to prioritize them. Practice saying no to things that don't align with your true self. Like a tree standing firm against a storm, knowing its roots hold strong. Consider the practical steps you can take to reclaim your individuality. Reflect on your daily routines and assess whether they align with your core values. Set boundaries that protect your time and energy. It might be as simple as scheduling time for your favorite hobbies or reconnecting with friends who genuinely uplift you. Remember, life is too short to live as a mere reflection of someone else's dreams. You are the protagonist of your own story, not a supporting character in someone else's narrative. So take a stand and let your authentic self shine through. In doing so, you'll not only find happiness and fulfillment, but you'll also attract relationships that respect and celebrate the real you. To reclaim your individuality and live authentically, start by reflecting on your values. Identify what truly matters to you, and prioritize those aspects in your daily life. Next, set clear boundaries by learning to say no to activities and requests that don't align with your core values and interests. Reconnect with yourself by engaging in activities that bring you genuine joy and allow you to express your true self. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage and respect your individuality. Finally, practice regular self-reflection to ensure that your actions and lifestyle consistently align with your core values and passions. By integrating these practices into your life, you'll cultivate a sense of authenticity and fulfillment. By following these steps, you'll reclaim the reins of your life and create a narrative that's uniquely yours. Embrace your true self and let it guide you, toward a future that's not just fulfilling, but also authentically yours. Number 7. Don't agree simply to satisfy them. Why do we often find ourselves nodding in agreement, even when it means compromising our own beliefs? It's tempting to appease others, especially in relationships where we fear conflict or rejection. Yet, this approach undermines our authenticity and long-term satisfaction. Consider the ancient Stoic principle articulated by Epictetus. It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our interpretations of those things. When we agree merely to placate someone, we sacrifice our own values and perspectives, allowing external pressures to shape our responses. This might seem like a temporary fix, but in reality, it creates deeper rifts and internal conflict. Imagine the effects of consistently bending to others' desires. You might avoid immediate disagreements, but at what cost? Your true self gets buried under a facade of compliance, and you become a mere shadow of your own convictions. This creates a deceptive harmony that ultimately leads to dissatisfaction and resentment. In relationships, maintain your integrity by being honest and forthright. When you agree just to make others happy, you not only erode your own values, but also foster an environment where genuine communication is stifled. Instead, express your thoughts clearly and respectfully, even if it means confronting uncomfortable truths. Think of it this way. Agreeing to avoid conflict is like setting a leaky boat adrift. It might seem like a quick solution. Soon the leaks, your unaddressed disagreements, will sink the vessel of your relationship. Maintain your course with clarity and purpose, and you'll build stronger, more authentic connections. Remember, true respect in any relationship starts with respecting yourself. Stand firm in your beliefs and values, and you'll find that your relationships become more honest and fulfilling. Number 8. Don't be controlled by the fear of solitude. Have you ever pondered how the fear of solitude can subtly dictate your choices in relationships? This fear, often lurking in the shadows, can influence decisions more profoundly than we realize. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus noted, it is not the events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. Understanding this can transform how we approach our relationships and ourselves. Imagine navigating through life as if you're walking on a tightrope. Each step represents a choice, and the fear of falling, symbolic of being alone, can make you clutch tightly to anything that seems stable, even if it's not ideal. When you fear solitude, you might find yourself in relationships not out of genuine connection, but from a desperate need to avoid being alone. This often leads to settling for less than you deserve, compromising your true self, just to stay connected. The Stoics taught us that true contentment comes from within, not from external sources. Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When you face the fear of solitude, you're given the chance to delve deeper into self-discovery and self-sufficiency. It's about finding peace in your own company and developing a strong sense of self-worth that isn't contingent on others. Choosing not to be controlled by the fear of solitude means making decisions that honor your own values and desires. When you are comfortable with solitude, you gain the freedom to make choices based on what truly aligns with your principles, rather than settling for a relationship simply to avoid loneliness. This freedom enables you to seek out genuine connections that enhance your life. Facing solitude head-on builds self-esteem and independence. It encourages you to appreciate your own worth without relying on others' validation. This self-assurance is vital for maintaining healthy, balanced relationships. By being at ease with your own company, you're more likely to enter relationships that are mutual and voluntary, where boundaries are respected and both partners contribute to each other's growth. Moreover, overcoming the fear of being alone prevents unhealthy dependence and attempts to control your partner. It helps preserve your personal freedom and safeguards against toxic dynamics. This resilience, developed through embracing solitude, teaches you to handle relationship challenges with strength and maturity. Solitude also offers the space to explore and love yourself. It allows you to delve into your interests and passions, leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful life based on your own aspiration. In essence, not letting the fear of solitude control your life means embracing who you are, making choices that reflect your true self, and forging relationships grounded in genuine connection rather than fear. The journey of self-discovery and self-love, illuminated by the courage to face solitude, leads to a more authentic and fulfilling existence. Number 9. Don't forget to celebrate even small wins. In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it's all too easy to focus solely on meeting others' expectations and navigating their needs. Yet in the process, we often fail to acknowledge our own progress and victory. Each small achievement, though seemingly insignificant, deserves recognition and celebration. Picture this. You're on a long journey, and every step you take brings you closer to your goal. Along this path, there are numerous minor milestones, each one a testament to your persistence and growth. These small victories are not mere distractions. They are crucial markers of your journey, reflecting your strength and dedication. As Epictetus insightfully observed, never depend on the admiration of others. This Stoic wisdom urges us to look inward and find satisfaction in our personal achievements, rather than relying on external validation. It's essential to take a moment to acknowledge and appreciate effort and progress you've made. Celebrate those late nights, the hurdles overcome, and the quiet victories that might otherwise go unnoticed. In practical terms, recognizing these small wins can significantly boost your morale and motivation. By celebrating these moments, you reinforce positive behaviors and cultivate a sense of accomplishment, fuels further progress. It's not just about reaching the final destination. It's about appreciating every step of the journey and finding joy in each milestone. This approach fosters a resilient mindset, helping you to navigate future challenges with a sense of fulfillment and optimism. It's a reminder that life's value isn't solely in the grand achievements, but in the continuous accumulation of small successes. So, let's honor every step forward, no matter how modest. Embrace the victories, relish the progress, and let these moments serve as reminders of your resilience and growth. By doing so, you enrich your journey and cultivate a deeper sense of fulfillment in both your personal and relational life. In navigating the complexities of relationships between men and women, principles we've explored offer valuable guidance. From avoiding the trap of letting fear of solitude dictate your choices, to celebrating every small victory along the way, each insight serves as a cornerstone for building healthier, more fulfilling connections. Remember, embracing solitude as an opportunity for self-growth and appreciating the journey of personal progress can profoundly impact your relationships. These principles not only enhance your personal well-being, but also enrich the way you interact with others, fostering deeper, more authentic connections. If you found these insights valuable, I'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts, experiences, or any questions you might have in the comments below. Your feedback is incredibly important to me and helps shape future content. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's continue this journey of self-discovery and meaningful relationships together.